So you're thinking about moving to Orange Park, Florida, but you're kind of wondering what's out there. How far are we to the beach? How far are we to the airport? What does it look like to downtown Jacksonville? How much growth is going on out there? Is there anything to do out there? Well, in this video, if you stick around, we're going to show you everything there is to know about living in and around the Orange Park area. And so we're going to take in this video, we're going to give you distances to the airport. We're going to get you distances to the major shopping. We'll give you the distances to downtown and all the things that are going on downtown with some of the sporting events. We'll get you distance to the beaches because, hey, that's why everybody moves to Florida, right? Is to get to the beach and be near the beach. So how far are we from that? Also, just some of the other things to do in and around Orange Park. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go into the Google map and we're going to open that up and we're going to walk you right through it. So stick around to the end and we'll show you anything and everything there is to know about Orange Park. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Jacksonville and the surrounding areas like Orange Park, Florida, then click on subscribe, tap the bell for notifications so you'll know of all the changing market conditions here in the Jacksonville and Orange Park area. Hi, my name's Chris Snow with the Florida Coastal Team, and my team and I, we get calls, texts, and emails every day from folks just like you who are looking for help making the move to the Orange Park area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking at making a move in the next few days, the next few weeks, the next few months, just give us a call, send us a text, send us an email, or you can book a private Zoom call. All of our contact information is at the bottom of the screen, and we'll help you make that smooth move here to the Orange Park area. So as I stated in the opening, we're going to go into the Google map, go in and around the Orange Park area, so that way you've got a good familiarity of where things are located, and we're going to get after it right now. So take a look at our vlog tour of Orange Park, and you'll get a little bit better sense of some of the neighborhoods and some of the surrounding areas. But right now, we're going to focus on what's going on inside the Google map. All right, so if you look at the distance to downtown Jacksonville, it's got you going a couple of different ways. Right now, this is showing about 21 miles. There's also a way to go up 17 to get to Jacksonville, and that's a most direct route. That's only about 15 miles. Now, this is saying 24 minutes. The reality is that if you saw our pros and cons of Orange Park, one of the things that you're going to find is that, traffic in Orange Park can be a little bit congested, especially as people are going up into Jacksonville. So if you go around the outer beltway, jump on 295 and get on I-10, that is definitely the longest way to get there. But sometimes that may be the most direct route because of the traffic going up and into Jacksonville. So a lot of the people who live in Orange Park, they are going to commute up into Jacksonville. Sometimes that's going to be downtown Jacksonville, as you can see here on the map. And other times that's going to be just going to all the things that are going on downtown. So whether they're going to the Veterans Memorial to go to a concert, they're going to TIA Bank to go to the Jaguars game, going to the Jumbo Shrimp game at the 1-to-1 Financial Park. The most direct route to get to downtown Jacksonville is if you are in Orange Park city limits, you're going to go right up 17. Again, you're going to run into a lot of traffic that way. A lot of times what you'll see is that folks will get here, and as the map showed, jump on the outer beltway, jump on 295, get on I-10, and end up in downtown Jacksonville. They can also jump right across on 295 and take the other outer beltway, and those are about the same amount of distance. The one thing that you're going to see is that crossing the river here, that's crossing the Buckman Bridge. That's where you're going to end up with a lot of your traffic. The other place that people in the mornings are going to be commuting into, if they're not working in downtown Jacksonville, they are going to be working right over here in this Bay Meadows South Side area. And that's where you've got a lot of office complexes. Bank of America has an office complex there. J&J has an office complex there. Blue Cross Blue Shield, their headquarters is right there. So again, if you're living in and around the Orange Park area, you're going to be coming up and jumping on 295. This is the most direct route, and coming right up here into that Bay Meadows area, or jumping the outer beltway and coming back over here. Now, again, a lot of traffic is going to be on the Buckman Bridge in the morning. And because it is a bridge, if there's an accident that happens, sometimes all lanes will be blocked and they will have to reroute you around downtown to get back over to this area. So just, as you're making that commute out in the morning, just turn on the radio, try to listen to see if there's anything backing up on the Buckman. If so, you'll know to plan accordingly and go around. Now, one thing that you're going to notice right here, again, Orange Park is a little bit of a smaller town. Jacksonville, the big metro area, in Orange Park itself, the population of Orange Park, right about 90,000 people, okay? 90,000 people live in and around this Orange Park area. And Orange Park is gonna cut right about here. City limits of Orange Park are right here, but everyone who has an Orange Park address, it's really making up in this area. So about 90,000 people live in and around the Orange Park area. A lot of them, again, are working in downtown Jacksonville, or they're commuting over into this Southside Bay Meadows area. And part of the reason why they're going out there is just to get away from some of the downtown traffic. Price affordability, a lot better there in Orange Park. And we'll go into that in just a little bit. We'll show you just where the housing is located in and around the Orange Park area. So the next thing we always like to talk to our customers about is to really get them, help them get an understanding of where is Orange Park in relation to if they're going to be flying out and commuting out for their work, or if they're going to go on vacation. How far are they to the nearest major airport? A little pointer here, right here is Orange Park. We're going to take the outer beltway, and then right up in this area, we're going to take 295 around the city. 295 west around the city, and that's going to dump us out. The airport is right here. So right here is the where the airport is. Commute time to get to the airport from Orange Park takes you about 20-25 minutes. If there's rush hour, if there's a lot of backups, which normally going west of the city, you're not going to run into nearly as much traffic, regardless of the time of day. Most of the time, you're going to find a pretty easy commute to get up to the airport. And distance, like I say, is about 20-25 minutes from Orange Park to get to the airport. And the great thing about Jacksonville International Airport, it's so easy to get in and out of. There's really only one main terminal. You can park right in front of the airport. There's not a whole lot of guessing of how to get in and around there. It's not very confusing. It's not like Orlando or Atlanta or Boston or some of these big major airports. Very easy to get in and out of the Jacksonville International Airport. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on in and around the Orange Park area. One other major employer, when people aren't commuting to downtown, the other major employer is going to be our military. And so Naval Air Station Jacksonville is just north of Orange Park. So as we look at it here on the map, downtown Orange Park is right in this area. And all people are going to do is take 17 right up to NAS Jax. Again, you will run into some traffic in the morning. A lot of that traffic is going to be getting off on 295 and getting out onto the interstate. But you will run into some traffic with the folks continuing forward to either go downtown or just getting right here at NAS Jax. So commute up time, you're maybe 15 minutes. If there's some traffic backup, it may take you 30-35 minutes from really anywhere around in the Orange Park area. All right, so the major traffic areas, why in our pros and cons video did we talk about the traffic in Orange Park and where is that located? The major traffic backups are going to be along State Road 17 up until you get to 295, and it will continue up a little bit further, or coming down Blanding Boulevard, also known as 21. All of this area getting to 295, can be gridlocked in the mornings, in the afternoons. So if you have the ability to stay away from those, do. But more times than not, you're going to be getting in that on a pretty regular basis. The other traffic backups you're going to have is that once you get on 295, again, as we talk about the Buckman Bridge right here crossing the St. Johns River, the Buckman Bridge, you're going to find a little bit of a backup on there. Just listen in the morning, just see if there's any sort of backup and make sure that all lanes are flowing. And if they are, go ahead and jump on the bridge and get across. If not, again, you're going to reroute, go around town. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is, where is the shopping? Where are things, what's happening in and around the Orange Park area? Well, there are two major shopping areas that people in Orange Park go to. The first is going to be the Orange Park Mall. Pretty much every department store that you can think of, not the high-end retailers, you're not going to find that there, but your traditional mall, the traditional stores that you're going to find at any other mall in the United States, you're going to find that right there at the Orange Park Mall, surrounded by a lot of great chain restaurants, a lot of, other dining options and stuff, but it's very convenient right off of Blanding Boulevard and in between Blanding Boulevard and 17. So you can jump right here. So whether you're coming up 17 or you're coming up 21, it's real quick and easy to get over to the Orange Park Mall. great thing right there at the Orange Park Mall. They do have Chick-fil-A. Absolutely love the Chick-fil-A. So make sure you hit that. In Orange Park, and you want to go to other upscale shopping, you want to get away from the Orange Park Mall, what they're going to do is jump on 295, carry 295, which again, we call the outer beltway, right up here to Butler Boulevard. And right in this area is the St. John's Town Center. Great thing about St. John's Town Center is, again, for those folks who want more upscale dining options, more upscale clothing options and shopping options, you're going to find that right there at the town center. If there's no traffic, it's going to take you between 15 to 20 minutes to get there. If there is traffic, it might take you up to 45, 50 minutes. So again, just pay attention, listen to what's going on the radio, make sure that all lanes are flowing on the Buckman, and you'll get over there pretty quickly. In our pros and cons video of Orange Park, one of the things that we talked about was the water life, and part of that is the St. Johns River. So you can see right here, most of Orange Park is bordering right along the river. And so you get some amazing sunrise on this side of the river. And people have this whole boating life going up and down the St. Johns River. And as you can see, you can get to downtown Jacksonville very, very quickly. And a lot of people will take their boats and go to downtown Jacksonville for the Jaguars games, and it just becomes this really cool scene, seeing all the boats come in, people going to the game, coming out of the game. You know, they're tailgating, either tailgating on their boat or tailgating with some of their friends in and around the parking areas there in Orange Park. All right, so the other part of water life that people love in Orange Park is if they're not on the St. Johns River, then they're jumping right over here to Doctor's Lake. So they're jumping right here. Doctor's Lake is this little inlet right off the St. Johns River. Lots of housing in that area. People love jumping on their boats, skiing, water skiing, you name it, wakeboarding, all of that right over there. Little marinas, little restaurants right there that you could pull your boat up to. Then a little bit further south, you've got Lake Asbury. So again, folks who love being out on the lake, love being out on the water, another great lake there. And for me, I grew up just in this little teeny tiny town over here of Stark, and we loved Camp Landing. So a lot of people from Orange Park will come over here. The National Guard has a training area out there, but they've got some great lakes. The Kingsley Lake is a great lake, lots of little vacation rentals in and around the lake. So if you want to get away and a little bit more private, then you're going to jump out here to Camp Landing. Great, awesome lake to go visit as well. Okay, so let's say you hate lakes. You don't want to be at the lake. You want to be at the ocean. Everybody moves to Florida, wants to be near the beach, right? So how do you get there? Well, from Orange Park to the beaches, depending on which beach you go to, it's about a 35 to 45 minute commute. So from here, they're just going to jump on the outer beltway. And if they want to get to the Jacksonville beaches, they're going to jump right on the 295 over to Butler Boulevard, which is 202. That's going to drop them here in South Jacks Beach, North Ponte Vedra. At that point, they've got all the Jacksonville beaches they can go to. They can come down here into the Ponte Vedra beach area. And if you saw our Ponte Vedra beach vlog tour, you would see some of the driving footage there. A lot of folks like to come down to this little area here called Michler's Landing. A lot of folks coming from Orange Park, they like to go down to the St. Augustine beaches. So they've got two different options. They can go south on 17 over to Green Cove Springs and catch 16. And 16 takes them all the way out to the beaches, Volano Beach, St. Augustine Beach, or they can come down a little bit further to Crescent Beach and Butler Beach. And a lot of the folks will absolutely love those beaches area. When you're coming from Orange Park to those areas, it's about 45, maybe 50 minutes. So again, not too bad of a commute. Not a whole lot of traffic going this way either. So either way, if you want to get the most direct route to the beach, again, you're going to go to Jacksonville Beach and Ponte Vedra Beach. That'll take you about 30, 35 minutes, 40, 45 minutes if you want to get down into the St. Augustine beaches area. One thing that I want you to notice on this is obviously you can see Jacksonville starting to spread out. You've got the Beltway coming around here, but we've got tons and tons of area just west of Jacksonville, west of Orange Park. All of this is area. We don't have any mountains. So, Florida is a flat state. We do have the ocean over here, so that stops growth. So a lot of the growth that is happening is south of Jacksonville and west of Jacksonville, and that includes Orange Park. So you're going to start to see that this area will continue to expand out. It'll take some time to do that because we've got about 2,000 people on a monthly basis moving to the Jacksonville area. About 1,500 people a month are moving down into this St. Augustine area. So again, as those areas start to fill up, we're going to be pushing a little bit further west, and that's only going to help when it comes to the different things that are going on and the opportunities that are there in Orange Park. Let's zoom in a little bit closer here. But your two major areas, your two major roads where everything is coming off of is State Road 17 and State Road 21, 21 also known as Blanding Boulevard. And most anything that you would want is going to be right off of 21. And we already showed you where the mall was, but you've got your Home Depot up there. You've got the mall. Costco is just outside there, not too far away. Sam's Club. So all those areas that you want to get to quickly are going to be right off of Blanding Boulevard. So Kingsley Avenue, one of the thoroughfares that gets you from Blanding Boulevard over to 17. You got the hospital right there. So if you need hospital services or to be close to the hospital and you want to be in Orange Park, HCA Orange Park is the closest hospital. There's one a little bit further south in Middleburg. And then obviously lots of hospitals there in and around the Jacksonville area. Great hospital systems throughout Northeast Florida. Now, along Kingsley, some of my favorite restaurants are off of Kingsley. I try to stay away from the chains as much as I can, but if you've seen some of my other videos, pros and cons of Orange Park, pros and cons of Ponte Vedra, pros and cons of Jacksonville, pros and cons of St. Augustine, I constantly mention Metro Diner. Now, I just said that I don't usually go to chains. This is a very small chain. It's not like a big national chain. So there's only about 20, 25 of these in and around the state of Florida and a couple of other states. But it is one of my favorite places to go, Metro Diner. And they've got amazing croissant French toast. So if you are a foodie like me, you like going out, you like eating breakfast food, Metro Diner is amazing for that. The other place that I absolutely love right down here is going to be Grumpy's. If you haven't noticed, I love breakfast food. So Grumpy's is a great restaurant. They're only open till about 2 p.m. They've got a normal lunch menu, great burgers, stuff like that. But I go for the breakfast. And the best thing on the menu for me is going to be their cinnamon rolls. So they do them. They come out hot. They come out with tons of icing on them, lots of cinnamon, and they're all homemade. Absolutely love them. So if you do go to Grumpy's, make sure you get the cinnamon roll. Even if you order a normal lunch menu item, make sure you get a cinnamon roll as a dessert. You will not be disappointed, and you'll thank me later on that. Two other restaurants that I really like going to, they're just south of Orange Park. It's still considered Clay County, but it's right in here in this Fleming Island area. We'll do another video on Fleming Island, but great little restaurant down here. There's one called Corky Bells, a little bit further south here, and then this Whitey's Fish Camp. And one of the things that we had talked about is when you're on Doctor's Lake, you can actually pull your boat right up to Whitey's, have a great day on the lake there, and then pull your boat in. If you like seafood, you like fresh seafood, they have some, to me, they've got some of the best fried shrimp that I've ever had. And also, and this is a Southern thing, so if you're coming from like New York or New Jersey, you're coming from Illinois, coming from Washington State, coming from California, you probably, this is going to sound disgusting, but it is absolutely amazing. But they have the best fried dill pickles I've ever had. If you think that that's disgusting, you have to try it at least once. Get a little ranch dressing. You'll absolutely love it. And again, you'll thank me later on it. So go to Whitey's, get the fried pickles, get some fried shrimp. You'll have a great time, great atmosphere. And the cool thing is that you have some great sunsets that you're going to see, because we're just here on the western side of Doctor's Lake. So you'll get the sun setting over here, and you'll get some great sunsets. So the other thing that you're going to notice is that in and around, lots of green space out here, right? So lots of green. You'll see the little neighborhoods and stuff like that where homes are located. We have lots and lots of green space, which means that we have lots of areas for people to go, to hike, to bike. And one of the most popular places that people love to go to is this Jennings Forest. And so you can go hiking, biking, you can do camping, all of that good stuff right there in the forest. All kinds of critters out there, but that's okay. You're going camping, you know what you're getting yourself into. You'll have a lot of fun out there, but plenty of places to go out there. One other place that people like to go to, and again, it's just outside of Orange Park, right here on Fleming Island. That's the Black Creek Park, and you can access that right on 17, hiking, biking trails. So again, if you like being outdoors, you can be on the boat, you can go hiking, biking, you can get out to the ocean. The other thing is some great little golf courses in and around there. Fleming Island has a golf course. Out on the western side of Orange Park, you've got Eagle Landing, great golf course out that way. And obviously get into Jacksonville and you're not far away from all the golf courses that Jacksonville and St. Augustine has as well. All right, so as we stated a little bit earlier, again, all the growth is going out this way from Jacksonville, right? We have lots of new construction that's going on. A lot of the growth is out this way. Growth is back down this way. And one of the things that is happening is with all this growth, you'll see this road was just put in. Now, there's going to be an outer belt loop. If you were going I-10 coming from the west, you would have to go through downtown Jacksonville, and to stay on the interstate, you'd have to go through downtown Jacksonville to get all the way around down in this area down to St. Johns County. What they have done, this outer belt loop is going to be coming down and through Green Cove Springs. They're going to be putting a new bridge going over the St. Johns River into St. Johns County. And then they're going to have a road that's coming in right about here that is going to allow you to bypass all of downtown Jacksonville. So what's happening is all of this area through here is really starting to build up. New communities, all kinds of restaurants, all kinds of shops. Hospitals are being built along in that area. So they are expecting a lot of growth over the next 5, 10, 15 years. And like I say, we've got plenty of room for that continued growth to happen. So now, what I want to do, again, when you look at the housing in Orange Park, what you're going to find, and we're going to zoom in a little bit more, a lot of the housing is going to be up in this area, right in this area. Lots of housing in this area. And again, just off of 17 and just off of 21. Now, again, this is Fleming Island. As soon as you cross the bridge, you're getting into Fleming Island. But again, lots of housing development right along in here in this area. But if we just look at the Orange Park area, what I wanted to do is just give you a sense for what's going on, what's happening when it comes to housing. And right now, just in Orange Park, there are only about 262 total homes for sale in Orange Park that are active listings right now. And they're going to be priced everywhere from a low, these are single family homes and condos. You can get housing at prices from 165 all the way up to 5.5 million. All right, so this house is absolutely gorgeous. And as you can see, it is right on the St. Johns River. And so you get these wonderful morning sunrises coming up on this property. Now, this is a sprawling estate. Now, this place is absolutely amazing. Look at that pool. And now you put this house in some, California, you put this in upstate New York, put this outside the city, and this is a $15-20 million home, but 5.5 million for this type of house is absolutely unbelievable. Now, if I look at the detail on that, right, so that's almost 12,000 square feet of house, built 2005. So my goodness, this thing is absolutely huge, right? And very private, all that. Very private in that area. So again, a gorgeous listing. What does that get you? 5.5 million gets you direct water access, over almost 12,000 square feet of house. Absolutely amazing. So hey, if you want to go take a look at that, just give me a call. We'll get you in that pretty quickly. So the other thing I wanted to just show you now, if you look up Orange Park and you just put in Orange Park and you try to pull some details, what it's going to do is it's going to give you the town limits or city limits of Orange Park, which is only about 14,000 people. But if you look at the two zip codes that make up Orange Park, what you've got is 32073 and 32065. So what I want to do is I pulled this up on Niche so that way you guys can see what's going on here. When it comes to the population, just over almost 40,000 people in 32065, 42,000 people in 32073. So again, when we start looking at 85, 90,000 people in the Orange Park area, it's those two zip codes. The great thing about it, and why folks are moving to that Clay County area and that Orange Park area, the school systems are absolutely amazing. When you start looking at the rankings, when the public schools, again, most of your schools are going to be A-rated in and around that Clay County area, all throughout the Orange Park area. So the folks who are coming to Jacksonville and don't want to be in the Jacksonville area, they're moving out to Clay County. One, because you saw the home affordability, very, very good. And then also the school systems, if that's important to them. They're looking at the school rankings as through like niche and best places and stuff like that. And they're pulling up and seeing that it's an amazing school system there in Clay County. So I hope you found this video helpful. Hopefully that gives you an opportunity to decide whether Orange Park is a place that you could live or not live. Go, if you haven't watched the pros and cons, or if you haven't seen the vlog tour, go watch those, or watch whichever video is popping up next on the reel here. And we would absolutely love to answer any questions that you have about living in Orange Park or the Jacksonville area or any of the other areas that we cover. And we would absolutely love to call you neighbor.